this third part of my Porsche Macan subframe replacement. I'm reinstalling all subframe components. Join me as I go through this process. I also invite you to subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified of future videos. I started by placing the final drive assembly on the subframe. Then, I'm lifting and supporting the rear part of the subframe so that I can install the final drive bolts. Installing the inserts again. I have all the parts identified. I printed all the rear subframe related diagrams when I was ordering all parts. I used new bolts, nuts and washers, labeled all diagrams with the letter, and used the diagram number to identify the part number. When I received the parts, I label it with the diagram letter and diagram number as you see here. This made it easier to be organized during installation, ensuring that I accounted for all parts. Right. Front of the differential. At this point, I'm realizing that the differential front bolt would not go in, and it is completely misaligned from the subframe hole. So, I had to remove the final drive assembly from the subframe to figure out what is going on. Alright, so this is an issue I just found. As you know, I purchased this subframe from Macan base, and there's a difference between the Macan S and Macan base. Seems that the differential is a bit smaller, and these bushings are they come out a little bit here. For the S, they need to be all the way down. So I'm going to attempt to push this all the way down. Let me see if I can make it happen. To solve the issue, I'm using the bearing press tool to push the bushing inward. All right, success. I was able to pull it all the way out. Now I'm going to do this one. You can see. Now, I'm hoping the final drive assembly actually fits because I don't want to remove this thing again. I'm torquing the final drive bolt to spec as noted, but as you'll see in the video, everything else is not torqued at installation. It will be torqued when subframe is installed on the car and at normal height. So this is my map for the lower wishbone control arm, the upper control arm, the trailing arm. So all the parts are there. Identify diagram A and then different numbers here. So we install the wishbone now, which has a bolt number 9 here. A, bolt number 9. This is how I'm organizing myself, so I know what to go where. And then this is the North 10. So this is where I'm going to install now. Installing the wishbone control arm was probably the most difficult part of the installation. Aligning the rear bolt was really difficult and took the longest time. I got new H&R sway bars for the front and rear of the Macan. In this video, I installed the rear sway bar to the subframe. These bars are completely solid, and although they have the same geometry as OEM bars, they are manufactured with a special steel alloy with a very high tensile strength, which makes it stiffer than the OEM bar. The new sway bars come with Teflon bushings, but these are smaller than what is required. Hence, I got a set of new bushings for 2018 Macan GTS, which fit very well. Now installing sway bar. So there. To install the sway bar, I had to take measurements from the end link to the bushing holder location, and then install the bushings in the right location on the sway bar in order to align it appropriately. Now, I'm installing the upper control arms, but I forget I need to install the lever sensors with them, so I'll have to get to that later. Now I'm installing the bearing knuckle to the drive shaft and control arms. both in the same place. Right. Well, exactly the same with this. So mark is here. Mark it here first. Now I can mark it here. Alright, there you go. I'm installing the all rear toe links temporarily while I wait for the new 034 Motorsport adjustable toe links to arrive. This one is here, right on the tip. I painted this, right, so I'm removing the top control arm bolt so that I can now install the level sensor. I'm adjusting the alignment bolts to ensure they are aligned, but I will be undoing this later to install the new rear toe links, so not sure why I'm doing this.